Plateaus in jiu-jitsu are something that people always deal with, and you will deal with it intermittently as well in your jiu-jitsu journey. So here's some advice I have for you when it happens. Stay the course. All right, guys, that's the video. I'm just kidding. Basically, look, everyone's going to go through plateaus. Everyone's going to get to a point in their jiu-jitsu journey where they're like, man, I feel like in the last few months I haven't really been improving. I don't know what to do, but it feels like I'm stuck and I'm not getting better, right? So besides just continuing to come to practice, right, because you need to maintain that routine. You need to maintain the routine of constantly training. There are other things that you can do to mentally surpass that plateau, and some changes you can make in your training strategy as well to maybe get you through it quicker, okay? So, number one, your plateau might be entirely in your head. That's the first thing that I'll say. Because not only are you improving, but everyone else in the school that is also coming and practicing consistently, they're improving too. So you may get into this situation where you feel like, man, you know, I'm still not doing any better against this particular person that comes into class, you know, and it's been like 3 or 4 months, and you know, I'm still getting my butt kicked. Well, that person has been coming to class too, and in those 3 or 4 months, they have also gotten better. You may not just realize it because maybe your roles go roughly the same way, and maybe that person is not a good indicator of the progress that you've made, which is why every so often you should go back and you should roll with people that only recently started training. If you're a new person, that's a really good way to signify your progress, right? Roll with people that have been trained. You know, if you're a blue belt, roll with white belts. If you're a purple belt, roll with blue belts, or maybe like a fresh purple or like a fresh blue. And that would be a better way of seeing how much progress you've made than, you know, rolling with that guy that came up with you from day one that you always have tough matches with. You're probably always going to have tough matches with that person, right? If you guys are constantly pushing and constantly training together, you guys are always going to be tough matches for each other. So it's not, that alone is not a good indicator of whether you're improving or not. You should roll with people that have been training less time than you and see how you do. If you're able to hit more submissions, more transitions than you were before, if you've implemented new things into your game and you're finding success when you do them against those people, then that's a good sign that you are progressing. If you feel like it's not in your head and you're not getting better, then there are some things in your training strategy that you can change to help overcome your plateau. So, you know, maintaining your routine is important, but I would recommend specific positional drilling, specific skill-based drilling, and do that for an extended period of time, right? So, you know, doing just back control drills for a week may improve some of your skills, but I think it should be a little bit longer. If you want to focus on tackling specific areas because you feel like, you know, I'm just rolling randomly and I don't really have a plan when I roll, which may be a part of the reason why you're not progressing the way you should, then focus on a specific position. Do that for a month at least, right? Do back control drills for a month. Have one person start on your back, you try to escape, you start on their back, try to submit them. And then constantly look to add things to your game in that position. And you can go position by position until, you know, 6 months later, maybe you've done back control, you've done mount, you've done guard, you've done passing, you've done wrestling, right? So you've done all of these skills and you focus on them 1 month at a time. You've really tried to add new things into your existing game such that by the end of the month, your skills in that position are much better than in the beginning of the month. So that's one big thing I can stress. If you feel like you're plateauing, focus on one particular area and just really, really grind and make that area better. And then you can move on to other areas and eventually you'll have a much better, more complete game in all of these positions, and you'll have acquired many more skill sets. The other thing you can do if you feel like you're stuck in a plateau is invest in your jiu-jitsu. Buy instructionals. Get privates from people that are of significantly greater skill and have a good teaching ability. Do things that will add new skills to your game. Maybe in your current, you know, training environment, things are getting a little stale. Maybe in the current curriculum that you're in, you've seen most of the things in that curriculum, and you know, you need to expand and intake new information. So that's why I recommend privates. It's why I recommend instructionals. If there's a seminar in town from someone who's high level, and you know you like what you see in terms of how they're doing competitively, then you can take a seminar from that person. If you, at the very minimum, bring home 1 or 2 things from that seminar that changes the way you do your game, it's worth it to me, right? If I add 1 new skill from a 2-hour seminar, if I learn 1 new thing that I can immediately implement in my game, that's worth me paying $80, $90, $100 for. If I learn 1 new thing that instantly changes my game for the better, that's worth it for me. So you can invest in your jiu-jitsu as well. And, you know, it doesn't need to just be money-wise. It can be a time commitment. There are free instructionals you can watch. There's free technique videos you can watch online from reputable people, from people that have had a lot of success at the competitive level, and you can learn that way too. So watch tape on your own time, as well as, you know, invest. Take privates, buy instructionals, go to seminars. These are all things that I've done. I've probably spent thousands of dollars on my jiu-jitsu, and that investment has paid off. It's greatly improved my skills. So I hope you guys liked the video. You know, it's a short one, but basically, stay the course. Things will get tough. You will feel like you've plateaued and you feel like you're not getting better, but as long as you maintain consistency in your training routine, you keep coming to class, you keep showing up, I promise you things will turn around and you will get better. If you like the video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell on the side so that you guys get notified when we have new videos out. If you want to, leave a comment. Disagree, you know, feel free to disagree with anything that I said. Feel free to expand upon anything that I said. Let's have a dialogue. So thanks, guys. Have a great day.